Good morning, shit biscuits. Alright, I'll be the first to admit, I don't really give a shit what age demographic watches my videos, cause quite frankly, it's not my responsibility to look after that shit. But to keep the communism of YouTube off my back, I will go ahead and say that if you are under the age of 18, I would not advise you watch these videos, cause these tend to get violent and have a lot of cussing. Again, I personally don't give a fuck. But at the same time, I'm not about to leave myself open for an attack. So, 18 or older, you're cool. Under that, I wouldn't recommend it.
Greetings, my fellow fanatics of the world. You're speaking with Gfanatic 94 in the Iron Noah.
Hello, folks.
Now, before we get into this video, I would like to say that it has been a clusterfuck and a half trying to get this fucking video done. First of all, I know we are a bit late on these trailers, Monarch Legacy of Monsters and Godzilla Minus One. First of all, I tried Godzilla Minus One. We recorded the video and everything was going smoothly. Then I uploaded the video, and I got slapped with a copyright strike. No, not a copyright strike, but a copyright claim. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll take out the footage of the Godzilla Minus One trailer from it, and I'll clip all that shit out. Well, they then proceeded to literally copyright claim the whole fucking video into the ground. And there I was a week and a half later, still battling copyright. And so, we're not even gonna take chances with Legacy of Monsters. Dude, at this point, I'm just imagining, like, fucking Toho has a specific button on their fucking desk or something that they could just, they just slap a copyright strike on people for, like, instantly.
Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah.
Just whenever they see something they can copyright, oh man's on deck! The copyright button!
There's fucking 15 people in the control room. You'd see this massive red button, alarm start blaring, and this massive red button just comes out the fucking wall. It takes like 5 people to press it. They all gotta body slam the thing. Okay. That is actually fucking hilarious. So yeah, Noah, you ready to get into this?
Yep, let's get to it.
Yes. Alright, so here's how it's gonna work, guys. We're not gonna show... Okay, so once me and Noah are done talking about the trailers, we're going to try to put both trailers at the end of the videos. However, due to copyright, there's a good chance that we're not going to be able to show them. So, yeah. If we are going to be able to show the trailers at all, it will be after each segment. So, let's go ahead and begin with Godzilla Minus One. Alright, Noah. So, Godzilla Minus One. What did you think of the trailer, man?
Oh, I don't even know where to begin with it, man. It's just... I don't know what to say. I genuinely don't know what to say. It's just, oh my god.
Yeah. One thing I will say about the trailer, amazing cinematography. I'm absolutely in love with the cinematography of this movie, and it's not even out yet. Like,
that's crazy, man.
Also, real quick question. How much of this is, like, fan art, and how much of this is, like, official art that you posted here?
Oh. Official.
Nice! Fucking nice!
As you can notice, man, the Goji there, that's just a more full-body version of it, of the poster.
I do see that, yes.
And then the below one is just him chomping on something.
Yeah, well, it's him holding a train in his mouth.
He's going num nums.
Alright.
Num nums.
And
He's
yeah,
going
dude.
num nums.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take it from here. Unless you have anything else you want to say about the trailer itself, man.
Well, first of all, I'm just really happy that, well, Godzilla is coming back from Toho in a more destructive aspect.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's no fucking
That just
shit, man.
brings joy to me. It just brings joy to me.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Like, I don't know if this is gonna be a traditional retelling of the original, movie from 1954. But if it is, all the more power to them, because fuck, a modernized version of that film is something that modern audiences need right now.
Hmm.
Still there?
Yep, yeah, I'm still here.
Alright. Alright, man, I'm gonna go ahead and take it from here.
Go right
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Godzilla Minus One. The trailer was fucking phenomenal. I have never seen a trailer and wanted to watch the movie itself more than this, because the trailer itself, like I said, fucking brilliant cinematography, amazing visuals, and above all else, I really like the amount of destruction that they're showing in this movie. I like the fact that they're not shying away from, like, intense and fucking brutal fucking death and destruction, man.
Mm.
Now, I do want to make it clear that I am personally more of a fan of the more lighthearted Godzilla, like, the story of Godzilla's son becoming a hero after his dad dies. But at the same
Well,
time,
at most, well, if not a hero, at most, at least a anti-hero,
well, yeah, yeah,
I'm hate
basically,
say.
yeah. But then, yeah, man, fucking, just the simple fact that, like, that is the kind of Godzilla I prefer. But I will say, a traditional retelling of the 1954 film, I'm hoping, and I don't know if we're gonna get this, but I'm hoping we get like a depiction of the first Godzilla in much the same way as we got in the novels. I want to see like an evil, sadistic bastard that like will walk around and he will see people struggling to get away and he'll just slowly push a building over on them, or like shit like in the like, I don't remember which one, but yeah, there's been scenes in the novels of Godzilla's dad just being a straight up dick, and like he'll notice that he's walking down the fucking street, and he'll notice that his foot is directly above some people he's got pinned underneath it, and then he'll be like, "What if I just go slow?" And like fucking yeah, I want to see an evil, sadistic version of Godzilla's dad, man. I'm fucking hype as shit for this.
Hmm. Well, if this turns out to be a whole another cinematic universe, hopefully,
Which I'm hoping.
and by chance, since, well, we already know it's going in more 1954-esque fashion, but two ways there's could possibly go. One, like you said, this Goji dies and a spawn, Goji comes, the son essentially comes and becomes the better half, or two, this Goji survives and learns, becoming more of an anti-hero while still bringing destruction.
Perhaps, perhaps.
You never
But
know with Toho. It's
oh
their
yeah,
own
man.
maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you hit the nail on the head there, though, bro. You never know with Toho. Um, I know that this is a bit of a long stretch, but if this is like a cinematic universe, I'm kind of hoping that like Godzilla and Godzilla's dad both survive their first movies, and like I kind of want to see Godzilla and his dad fucking like growing to hate each other and having like really bad blood towards each other because of how drastically different they are. But that's speculation on a whole other level. So yeah, just overall, Godzilla minus one. This movie is gonna. I'm saying this now. This movie's gonna rival the Heisei series. Okay, this movie is gonna rival the quality of the Heisei series, and if it doesn't, well, I'll gladly die on that hill, knowing I was wrong, but also knowing that I was hype as shit for this film.
Understandable.
And yeah, man, like I'm definitely gonna be putting screenshots and shit of like the trailer itself over our discussion if we can't show the trailer itself. But dude, just the cinematography and the creepy ass shots that we get of Godzilla, like one of him swimming underneath the boat, one of just Godzilla just walking down the street where there's a bunch of people running from him. And shit like that, and like he's just trampling on top of them and shit, which, yeah, and just the fact of the matter is that this movie may not specifically be a horror movie, but I have a feeling it's going to be the closest we've gotten so far to a horror-based Godzilla film.
Ever since at least Return of Godzilla.
Yeah.
And maybe GB Destroyer with the fucking Destroyer other forms, goddamn.
Yeah, no kidding, man. But yeah, man. What do you expect from Godzilla minus one? Like, what do you expect the movie to do?
Okay, so I expect, of course, well, to be a lot of destruction, death, as we already saw in the fucking trailer. But what I also want or expect is more of an evolution, because there's been multiple images of Godzilla looking a little different from the last, and like in one his dorsal plate seems smaller, and the other they seem just fucking huge.
Right. And
So
bro,
yeah.
that could entirely be a possibility because as we saw in the trailer, motherfucker got nuked.
Yep.
Yeah.
And especially from that scene, then the last scene of the trailer of him roaring in fucking agony, because, well, goddamn, we see that flesh coming off.
Right, he's covered in radiation burns, and he's covered in he's basically covered in fucking like flames and like boiling flesh. And holy fuck, I have never seen a Godzilla with so much battle damage on him than that. Like,
And but the thing is, it could either be from a nuke, or it could be a from what the rumors say of a supposed plot leak, another kaiju, or more specifically, another Godzilla type kaiju.
ooh.
Because we
Well,
never know.
if there are two Godzillas in this movie, I mean, I'm down for that, but at the same time, I feel like that would be a bit much.
Well, yes, but this nearly became a thing in Shin Godzilla.
Oh, I know.
So,
I'm not dissing it. You can definitely tell good stories with two different Godzillas in the same story. I'm just saying, like, pacing. Pacing is something that needs to be done.
I mean, we don't really know how long this movie is going to be, so for all we know, it could be like 4 hours long.
I'm gonna laugh if fucking everyone like if plot leaks and shit, because I've been avoiding YouTube and everything in regards to Godzilla minus one because I'm wanting to watch the movie without spoilers. But if what you're saying is true and everyone's saying that there's gonna be two Godzillas in it, I'm gonna laugh my fucking ass off if everyone's expecting this massive brawl between these two giant monsters, but between these two Godzillas. But then at the end of the movie, after everything's said and done, the only shot we see of a second Godzilla is like a fucking, like, 7-foot tall fucking baby Godzilla just looking on at the fucking destruction that has been caused by the bigger one.
Hmm. Okay, now that you say it, I kind of see it. It's sad, but funny.
That, yeah. Well, like I said, man, I mean, that's speculation, so, yeah, man, yeah, what I expect out of this movie, are you done?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, man.
I'm not gonna set many expectations for this film, because it's gonna be great, and I'm hoping that I'm right on this one, but one thing I do kind of expect to see out of this film, and the reason I say this is because of shit we've already seen in the trailers, I'm kind of expecting to see Godzilla, like, gradually, somewhat, either through, once again, the nuke mutating him, or just through whatever reason. I'm kind of expecting to see Godzilla, like, somewhat gradually grow in size a little bit in this movie. And,
Well, it doesn't have to be too major, but still, I can see what you mean.
right, because, like, that shot of him walking down the street, that's clearly a shot of, like, in that shot, he's clearly, like, 50 meters tall, and you'd be hard-pressed to say that he's taller at that point in that particular shot. Hell, he might even be shorter. But yeah, in that shot of him walking down the street, he's clearly around the 50-meter mark. Otherwise, his fat ass legs would be slapping into the buildings as he walked down the street. And then in later shots, we see shots like the shot of Godzilla getting nuked and shit like that, where Godzilla seems a bit bigger. So it could just be a trick of the camera, but I somewhat am kind of thinking that Godzilla's going to somewhat grow in size in this film.
Maybe. Could be. Yeah, that could be that.
Yeah. Alright, man. Well, with that being said, is there anything you want to say else about Godzilla Minus One before we move on to the next trailer?
Well, I just really hope that this movie turns out really well, because honestly, it could really just take one little thing and make everybody go fucking crazy over it.
Son of Godzilla! Oh, sorry, bad allergies.
But yeah,
Forbid.
but yeah, I just really hope that it doesn't go bad and everybody actually loves the movie, because it
Hey, man.
looks like it's going to be a good film. So
Yeah. And, well, like I said, like I've always said in, like, movies and shit that we cover, man, I value storytelling above all else. So, as long as the story's good and as long as it's put together properly, I have faith that Toho is going to fucking pull this one out of the bag. I really do.
uh, well, now all we can do is just wait and see.
Amen. And now, Noah, are you ready for a legacy of monsters?
Aye aye, Captain.
Alright, Noah. Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Apple TV Plus trailer. What did you think of this shit, man?
I was in awe because one, we finally get to see the boy back, the G14 design returning.
Fucking A, yes!
And what also got me intrigued is that it has an actor from Kong Skull Island. And also, of course, we got other monsters coming in. Of course, it's called Legacy of Monsters. It's supposed to have some other monsters.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If it's a Legacy of Monsters movie show, then obviously it's gonna have numerous different kaiju. What would honestly kind of okay? So, I know this would kind of be a little cheesy if we got to see, Godzilla and Kong in the same show in two different, like, settings and shit. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, because, honestly, considering, GXK coming out here soon, I wouldn't be surprised if they just went the full mile and did that. Yeah. So yeah, man. Overall, what do you think of the quality of the trailer, actually, now I think about it?
Honestly, for a trailer for a series, a show of episodes, not a movie, shit looks really damn good.
Right. Hell yes, man. And yeah, man, dude, like you said, I'm so fucking hyped. The boy's coming back! And, okay, so, I know you already said this prior, to recording, but, instead of just calling him G14, Legacy Goji up in the house, bro.
You're right. We got Legendary Goji and Legacy Goji.
Fuck yeah, Legacy Goji, the superior Godzilla design.
Well,
I know that 2019 and 2021 have their fans, but I will die on this fucking hill. I love the Legacy Goji design a hell of a lot more than those two, bro. And yeah, man. I just realized I just hijacked your turn. I'm so sorry.
no, it's fine. I know you're highly excited because you are a huge fan of G14 design. It's
Fucking
fine.
A, bro. Alright, you got anything else you want to say?
Well, since this show is going to be taking place before King of the Monsters and after G14, well, I wonder if they are going to take in some of the comic stories, like Awakening and Aftershock.
Yeah. And speaking of Godzilla Awakening, bro, that may actually be a very good point, because that shot of the flying kaiju and that shot of the monster breaking out of the, like, facility, or whatever it is on the island, I'm pretty sure that's the one from Godzilla Awakening. I'm pretty sure that's Shinomura. So, I don't know, man. I'm not going to say whether or not it is, but just looking at the head and looking at the overall body structure, I wouldn't be surprised if we're getting, like, an actual official MonsterVerse representation of Titanus Shinomura. Because we all know how fucking everywhere and spread out the MonsterVerse lore itself is. And now, unless you got anything else you want to talk about, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try mine.
All right, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna say it now. Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I'm not as hyped for it as I am Godzilla -1, but it's fucking up there. Monarch Legacy of Monsters, guys. Okay, this trailer, first of all, blew me the fuck away. Because, as Noah said, this is a TV show, but given a lot of the CGI on display here, you wouldn't really be able to fucking tell unless, unless you were actually watching it, yourself, or unless someone, like, flat out said that it's a show. Like, a lot of this is movie quality CGI. Damn well done. And, quite honestly, man, I'm really excited for what this show has to offer, because what we've seen so far, it's a show. We've only scratched the surface. So, what the fuck else do they have in store for us, honestly? And, yeah, man. I will say, a lot of the cinematography that we see here, I'm less of a fan of the cinematography here than -1, but still, man, I mean, it's damn good, and I love the fact that not only are we getting more monster action, but we're getting, like, some proper world building as to what people are thinking and doing after these giant monsters attack and shit. And yeah, I'm gonna love that if we get to see like a human villain or some shit like that, or maybe even the return of Ken Watanabe as Ishiro Serizawa.
Oh yeah! Shit, you reminded me.
Yeah, because he only died in 2019.
I'm just saying, if he's not in this show, I'm gonna be very disappointed now.
Yeah. But yeah, man. What do you expect out of Legacy of Monsters?
More monsters. 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 Monsters, monsters, monsters.
Is that all you gotta say is monsters?
Monsters.
Alright, so expectations of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Okay, so first of all, it's unavoidable at this point. There is most likely going to be some fucking, like, teasers and shit for the new GXK movie. And honestly, I mean, I'm not against that, but I feel like that would be just beating us over the head with it at that point. So I'm kind of hoping they don't do that, but at the same time, I know, like, it would be extremely outlandish for Monarch not to put some sort of fucking teaser in there for GXK. So I'm already expecting that, and that's not a good expectation, but it's an expectation nonetheless. One thing that I really do want to see in this show, though, since in 2014 it was confirmed that Godzilla was moving as slow and as clunkily as he was, and was as weak as he was because of him just waking up, and his atomic breath was so weak because, you know, the Mutos were weakening his power. Now that the Mutos are gone, I'm really hoping and expecting that we see Godzilla, like, slowly getting into the swing of his body more. Like, now that he's waking up and everything, and that he's warming his body up, I'm expecting to see Godzilla slowly start, like, picking up speed as he's doing shit. I'm expecting to see Godzilla, like, I'm expecting to see Godzilla show that he's, like, building himself up more, that he's, you know, he's working towards making himself a better warrior. And honestly, no more of that weak atomic breath shit from 2014. I want to see Godzilla shoot atomic breath in this show that is reminiscent of the 2019 Godzilla. So that may be a bit much to ask. But Legendary, guys, at this point, y'all kind of don't have a choice. Because 2014 was a great movie, and so was 2019, even if 2019 was sort of needed some more build-up. But y'all need to start showing, like, some actual character growth for Godzilla. Because in your MonsterVerse so far, the most character growth we've gotten out of the big guy, it was in 2014. In 2019 and 2021, Godzilla essentially got 2 character building scenes, and then he was relegated to the point in the plot where, oh, he's the big gun that takes down the big monster. So a little bit more, guys, just a little bit more. Not much, just tiny little pittances, just, you know, just tiny little winding of the clock, just a little bit, not much, just subtle. And yeah, man, I'm just hype as shit for this show now, because I'm gonna get to see, you know, the boy back on screen, and it's just gonna be so fucking cool. And last thing I gotta say, if they do have, like, a hint or a teaser at GXK, nothing too big or flashy, guys. Just something small, something like something like Kong finding a cave painting, like he did in the comics, where he figured out about, like, what Godzilla is, like something like that, something like reminiscent of that. And honestly, dude, I feel like as Godzilla fans, we should have a lot more expectations of Legendary in particular, because Legendary does not own Godzilla. They only have the movie rights to make Godzilla films right now because Toho said, here you go, we'll see what you do with it. So, I feel like as Godzilla fans, we have to have more expectations of Legendary than we do Toho. Legendary's only been doing this shit for 10 years. Toho's been doing it for almost 70.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about expectations, man. You got anything in the bag for you?
Not really, man.
Okay. Oh, dude! I just realized. Legacy of Monsters, basically filling in the gaps between 2014 and 2019. What if we get to see Muto Prime? Well, okay, like, what if we get not Muto Prime, but what if we get like an updated like design for Muto Prime?
You're right.
Oh, dude, I'm hype as shit now. So yeah, man. That's all I gotta say. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here, bro?
I kind of want to move to Japan right now, because 1 minus 1. So, but since I can't do that, I'm just happy we're at least getting something.
Amen, brother. And that something is in the form of greatness too. Yeah, man. It is a fucking great time to be a Godzilla fan. That is something that's undeniable right now. As I'm just sitting here with my SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2014 fucking staring me in the face. Hiya Toys, my boys. Alright. With the new Monarch Legacy of Monsters show coming out as a Legacy Godzilla design. A little bit. No? Okay. Why is it so eerily silent in here all of a sudden?
I'm just looking over some images right now.
Oh no. Like what?
Some Legacy of Monsters and -1 stuff. Some art.
Noah's building a catalog of Legacy and Monsters and Godzilla -1 fucking screenshots and shit. That's how hyped he is. Alright, man. Yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. We will see you all tomorrow for a video that is also a long time coming that got delayed and shit. The Kaiju Universe Gabara video. That fucking video has given me, like, it's been done. It's been completed, and it's been ready to upload. But we wanted to upload the video of us looking at the -1 trailer first, so that kind of got fucking sidelined. We will see you all tomorrow for the Gabara video. That one's got no problems in it, and it's got no copyright music, so we're good on that front. And also, Noah, I believe there was a game you wanted to play?
Ooh, might possibly be.
FNAF something?
Oh, you're right. And want to know what that means?
I'm scared.
Oh, not ready!
Alright, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully sometime later in the week when me and Noah can play that game.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick reminder before the end of the video. I would like to ask you all to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And if you'd be so inclined, I would not mind it if y'all would share this video with anyone you deem fit. But with that being said, that's everything we have for today, and have a good one.